I was 15 and I had to get pads at the grocery store with my dad. I was too embarrassed to be around him in the feminine aisle, and so I went a few aisles over. In a few minutes, my dad yelled out my name asking what brands of pads I use. We were watching PewDiePie, and as I was watching, my mom walked in behind me and asked what I wanted for dinner. I had to pause and it was full zoomed on his crotch, and my mom just looked really done. Oh, pewds. So my parents and I were watching a movie and a sex scene came on, and I was playing on my iPad and beat a level that took forever. It was at the start of it when I finished and I yelled, yes! Just a sex scene comes on, you're like, yeah! Whenever I'm watching YouTube and my mom walks into the room and thinks I'm talking to the person to the screen and they say, who's that? Do we know their parents? And I try to explain the concept of YouTube to her, but she always forgets. Oh yeah, that's funny, Mark. Who's that? Who's that? Do you know him? Are you on a Skype call? What is this, FaceTime? I don't recognize him. I'm gonna call her mom. I was maybe 5 or 6 and used to jump from the bathroom counter, edge of the tub, and top of the toilet. One day my mom was running a bath and I came in and started jumping on things. I jumped on the toilet, the lid came off, I fell and got stuck. All I remember was my mom laughing as she went to go get my dad. I like to read out loud to myself in my room, and one day my dog was in my room with me and I was reading my book out loud. What I didn't know was my stepdad was listening outside my door and he thought I was making up a conversation with my dog. It was breakfast time and we usually kept our cereal in clear containers. We also kept our dog food on another shelf in the same clear containers. So when my grandpa takes out the Cocoa Puffs, pours milk in the bowl, and then eats it, his face was so hilarious. He never ate dog food or Cocoa Puffs again. When I was 4, I used my dad's toothbrush to brush my teeth, and I didn't realize it was his toothbrush until I was done using it. I got so upset because I thought that if you swallowed someone else's spit, that you're going to get pregnant. So I ran to my dad while he was in a meeting with his coworker screaming, "You got me pregnant!" over and over again. I was a really stupid kid. Oh my gosh, that is so scary. Oh my gosh, I would die if I had a kid and they thought that and started screaming that. I'd be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? When I was 11, I found a bunch of condoms on my mom's dresser. Not knowing what they were for, I opened them and blew them up into balloons and gave them to the neighbor kids saying they were my mom's. The parents never let their kids come over again. Mom decided to set me up on a date with her friend's son. She bought us tickets to a sappy movie and everything. Turns out he was gay. Great guy though, we had an awesome time, but I still wanted to kill my mom for that initial awkwardness. So how'd your date go? Mom, you set me up with a gay guy. So, how'd it go? Yeah, I mean, we had an alright time. I told you you'd have fun. You don't get the point of dating, Mom.